Hello everybody, good evening, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shazli. I'm the manager of International Student and Scholar Services. I will talk to you on the visa matters. This is the most important things. Please pay attention. Every one of you here must have a visa in order for you to enter Malaysia and for you to study in Malaysia, right? So please give a full attention on this. This is the terminology that we always use while you study here. First, after you receive your offer letter, you have to apply for visa approval letter, VAL. Some of you apply your own, some of you may get assist from your friends, some of you may ask the agents, requirements to apply on behalf of you. Okay, and then I believe all of you here in this hall have a visa approval letter. Then after that approved, you go to the Malaysian embassies in your countries. For those countries who don't have Malaysian embassy, you can get visa on arrival. And then the third one is multiple entry visas. This is your student pass. Multiple entry visas means for the countries who require visas to enter Malaysia, you are no need to apply any visas. You can enter Malaysia every day if you want to, every week. Okay, enter in and out. Okay, for the countries who require visa. For the countries who don't require visas to Malaysia, you can be in Malaysia until the period of your student pass. Okay, you see the expiring date of the visas. You can be here in Malaysia until the end of your student pass expiring. But beware of that. Be careful that your expiring date. You have to renew your student pass 3 months before expiring. This is a company set up by the Ministry of Education to manage your visas and also to manage your renewal of your visas. Right? So every application for the new visa and renew must go through to EMDS. 3 steps on your visas is a pre, which is we already done, and then the post arrival. I believe all of you also been submitted your passport to us, and I believe some of you will get your passport already, right? Okay. If you not get it, you can email to us, or you can track your passport in the EMDS website. When you reach 100%, maybe after a week or 10 days, you can get your passport from our office. Okay. Or you will get email notification from us to collect your passport. And then renewal, this is the most important. Please check the date of expiring of your pass. Okay. You have to submit for renewal 3 months before the expiring of your pass. Okay. What if you forgot to renew your pass? What if you will overstay? Okay. And then overstay, there is some consequences of overstay. Okay. This sample of the pass. They have a photo of you, and then the date of expiring. Okay, then the programs you are studying, and then the number of your pass. Okay, make sure you check the date of expiring. Okay, when you receive, you have to check. Okay, must be same as what stated in your visa approval letter. If 12 months, must be a 12 month from the date of no submission, the date of immigration, put the sticker on it. If 36 months, that means 3 years, you must have 3 years. If the valid is 3 years, the sticker on the passport is 3 years. If 24 months, the sticker will be 24 months. If 18 months, the sticker will be 18 months. Some mobility students maybe have 6 months, the sticker will be 6 months from the date of the sticker being put in your passport. Okay, renew. This is most important thing. Okay, don't forget to renew. Please put a reminder to your Google Calendar or whatsoever, and it must be renewed to avoid overstaying. Okay, 3 months before expiring, you must submit for renewal. What is the document for renewal? Okay, you can check in our websites. or you can go to our office. Then the most important thing is your result, your next semester registration slips, your attendance, and then must be validity of the passport. Must be above 18 months, right? And then the student must have a medical insurance. It's compulsory to have a medical student in order for you to renew your pass. In order for you to renew your pass, your student pass, the result must be above 2.0, and then the attendance must be above 80%. Okay, the results you can download, you can get it from your faculty. The attendance sheets, you must get it from your faculty also, right? It must be above 80%. We have case where student result is good, above 3.0, but the attendance below 80%, immigration rejected his renewal. So the student in trouble. Okay? We have to pay everything. The student is already overstay, still go to class, but immigration still don't want to renew because of the attendance is less than 80%. Okay, please don't absent to your class. You must attend the class even though the class is, you feel not so very happy, you're not happy with the lecturer, you have to attend the class. Okay, mind that. Okay, next. One more thing, don't exceed the program durations, especially for those who have to sit for English programs. Alright, the sticker, the pass in your passport is the name of the program you're taking, not the English program. Remind that. But university is only given by the immigration. The student must meet the English requirement maximum of 12 months. If until 12 months the student still did not meet the English requirement, you cannot renew the pass. The university will send you a letter of terminations. Okay, right? In other words, you have to leave, make sure you pass in your country, then only you can come again for registration to your faculty, right? This is especially for the countries who are not exempted for English. Okay, next. Okay, this is some Q&A. This is what I said before. The attendance is less than 80%, maybe 70%, 65%. But I passed my English. Okay. Can I renew my pass to the pass? The answer is no, right? No means despite you meet the requirement of English requirement, but your attendance is less than 80%, immigration will reject your renewal pass. Please bear in mind, right? In that case, we cannot interfere. Interfere or overrules the immigration regulations. Number two, my attendance is good, 90%. I attend almost all of the class, but after 12 months, I still cannot meet the minimum requirement of English. We have many cases like this. Right? The class is very good, but student still cannot speak English well, or still not meet the English requirement. Okay, I'm sorry, university will send you a termination letter. Right? Number three, after come here, then suddenly you find, oh, I have to study English first before I can enter to my programs because I didn't meet the English requirement. So instead of I study English here, I want to study in my home country. Yes, you can, but come to our office. You have to cancel your pass, right? Cancel the pass, go back, and after you meet your English at your countries, come again, apply again the new file. That's the way. Immigration didn't allow students who have a pass but don't study here. Okay? Because the attendance is very important to make sure that the student attend the class and not doing something else here in Malaysia. Okay. Anyhow, the final decision for renewal or new application is upon discretion of the immigration official. We cannot interfere the immigration process. We just can appeal whatever decision that made by the immigrations. And you see the stamp over there. The student maybe, I don't know, maybe fail or maybe not attend the class. you try to appeal, then immigration put the stamp there, rejected, appeal not allowed, this is final. That means to have left Malaysia, right? Be careful. Okay, next. This is what I said earlier. Try to avoid overstay. Overstay means you have to check the date at your student pass. Do not exceed the date. You must submit renewal 3 months before the expiry. Okay? What if you forgot? Oh, forgot. Suddenly I forgot to renew my pass. So, first, you are lucky. Immigration may just penalize the students. If you're not lucky, immigration will blacklist the students. Blacklist means you have to report it back, and then you didn't allow to enter Malaysia for the certain periods. Okay? Alright, this is the blacklist. Prohibited, deported, penalized. But if you're so unlucky, the immigration will charge you, and then maybe you will put in the jail. I don't know. Right? Because for overstay for so long times, you cannot compound. Okay, immigration. Okay, you go to our depot, wait for the courts. Right? So whatever decision by the court is, we also don't know. Okay. Okay, dependents for master and PhD students. Who is dependents? Right? Your spouse. If your student is husband, spouse is his wife. The student is a wife, the spouse is husband, and the kids. Spouse and kids. Alright? If you're not married, I'm not married yet, can I bring a dependent? Yes. Mother or father. Either one. Right? And then I want to bring my brother, let's say. I'm not married, or I'm not married, my father is already old, a very old man, my mother is very old. I want to bring my brother or my sister. Not allowed. Okay? Or if you're not married, father and mother, if you're married, your spouse and your kids. Understand that? Okay? Alright, but the document you have to prepare. Every document, you can check the list of documents from our websites. Or you can come to our office to get what is the document to apply for dependent pass. Right? Okay, new student, whoever got the passport already? Some of you, I think maybe you have already got the passport. Okay, if passport, please check the date of expiry. And then put reminder in your handphones to renew 3 months before expiry. Not the date of expiring you submit. It's already August. Okay, please. Because the process of renewing may takes up to 6 weeks to get back your passport. So that's why immigration advise students to renew 3 months before expiry. Okay, and then we will inform you by email if you have the passport already, or when you check the status at the MJS is 100%. Kindly come to our office 14 days after 100%. Because 100%, we just received the supporting letter from MJS. That supporting letter we have to bring to immigration here in Johor Bahru to put the sticker on that. Okay? Okay, this is what I told before. Oh, I forgot. I'm late submitting the passport for renewal. Okay, so university at the current practice, we will find the students. Okay, less than 5 to 7 weeks late before expiring, we calculate. We will find you 50 ringgit. Not much, but you have to pay. Right? 2 to 4 weeks, we will find 100 ringgit. Less than 2 weeks, we will find student 200 ringgit plus 1,100 compounds by immigrations. Okay, the one is under immigration compounds. Okay. And then when you submit your passport for renewal, can I travel within Malaysia using plane, flight? No, not allowed. Okay. You can travel to Malaysia, anywhere in Malaysia, but not by flight. You can travel by passport because when you want to take a flight, they are require your passport, okay, in order for you to check in. This is what I said already. Okay, we will find, we still will find a student for those who submit it. Kindly disseminated to all students. Then don't purchase a flight before you receive your passports. Okay, please. Okay, we receive so many queries. Okay, students, I have to go back. I have this thing. I have to go back. Can I get back your passport? If the passport we still not submit to the immigrations, we will submit the passport. We will give the passport to student, and then when you exit, because you enter Malaysia using a single entry. Single entry means one time. One time you got the pass, then convert to multiple entry. If you exit Malaysia before the multiple entry or student pass is endorsed at your passport, your single entry the last time you enter is void. That means when you want to come again, you have to apply again. Apply again, file whatsoever, and then go back to the Malaysian embassies, pay again. When after 2 years, maybe your passport is going to expire. Your passport expired, not the pass, student pass expired. Passport also got validity, right? Some countries 3 years, some countries 2 years, some countries 5 years, some countries 10 years, okay. Some countries, or maybe maybe when you come here, the passport validity is nearly 2 years. And then when you want to renew your student pass, you have to make sure that the validity of passport must be above 15 months, right? Then only you can renew your passport. If not, please renew your passport first, then go back to us, transfer your pass and the old passport to the new passport. Please do that. If we have a case, one student, they go back, it is a nearby student, they go back to their country and he renew the passport. Then she come back to Malaysia using the new passport. Okay, the old passport already renewed, but she didn't transfer the pass to the new passport. Then she want to go back. After study, she want to go back to his countries because of his nearby countries. She want to go back. What happened to the student? The immigration didn't allow the student to exit because when you enter Malaysia using a new passport, you will get only stamp. It's a visit stamp, social. It's a tourist, all right? Become the student. Yeah, when they exit, they are students. When they enter back to Malaysia, because they use a new passport, the new passport is empty. Empty means no sticker, no pass, no whatsoever. Then the immigration, of course, will give them a social. This is the country without visa to enter Malaysia. Then they should have to go back to our office, right? Because the mission didn't allow the student to exit. Go back to office, transfer, then only after that she can fly back to his countries. Okay, then she burn the ticket flights, and then the bag is already inside the plane. She have to collect the bag back again. So many things have to do. Please. Okay, this I told you before. If your passport is less than 12 months or less than 15 months, renew your passport first, then only renew your student pass. Passport and student pass is two different things, right? Already married, and then got baby here in Malaysia, register your baby in Malaysia National Registration Department, and then after that, within 3 months, do a passport on your baby, make a passport, and then apply a dependent pass on the baby. Okay, if you have only passport, but you didn't apply dependent pass, immigration may deny the baby to exit also because the passport is empty, right? Make sure you have to apply. Okay, don't make yourself in trouble. Okay, right? Only the mother can go out, but the baby cannot go out. Cannot, right? Also the father also cannot go out because okay, I cannot leave my wife here. Okay, make sure. Don't just have a passport with empty passport. Empty passport cannot exit. Right? Then after you finish your study, okay, conclusion and everything, or you've been okay, terminated, hopefully not, withdraw, you want to change university, or you have something else, you have to go back to your countries, Okay, change program, everything, and then you finish your master, you want to pursue PhD, or you finish your degree, you want to pursue your master's. Come to our office, you have to cancel and apply, well, okay, visa approval letter, VL. Immigration didn't allow you apply to study program A, okay, let's say program A, Master of Engineering Electrical. Suddenly you want to change to another program here in Malaysia. Immigration didn't allow that. You want to change, can, but you have to change your visa also, because in your student pass, they stated your programs, right? The problem, the issue will come later on when you want to submit for renewal. Immigration will reject because you are registered. Your visa is program A, but when you submit your result is program B. Cannot do that, right? Okay, next. Okay, finish.